What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video. I am here now to do something that I don't really see much people doing, and that is giving you guys a total estimate of how much it costs to build an actual RC car, and not just a regular RC car but a drag build spec. And the one that I have here, you guys are more than familiar with it, but for those who are new to the channel, you know, I'm going to be going over that right now. And also welcome if you are new. But yes guys, a lot of people don't really talk about, you know, the actual expense that these cars actually cost, and I am here now to give you guys a rundown. This cost is only on my build, even though the ESC that I'm running in this car, a lot of people already have it, or some people do have it, but no different specs, like for example the motor, the battery and stuff like that. It is the cost is going to vary. But before I get on to this, I hope you guys are entered into the giveaway. And how you guys enter, if you're new, that you have to subscribe to the channel, like my videos, follow me on Instagram, and you'll have a chance to win this car. Don't forget to screenshot the fact that you have subscribed to the channel and send it to me via inbox, and then you'll be entered. For those who are having problems that can't actually message me, comment under one of my posts and let me know that you're unable to message. So with that being said, good luck, and I hope somebody, you know, or hope one of you guys actually get a chance to walk away with this car right here. So moving on, I'll be talking about my Honda Civic front wheel drive build, the cost and everything, the whole total, everything. So starting with the front of the car, we're going to go ahead and talk about the motor. Now, the motor inside this car is not a drag race motor really. It is really a regular brushless motor. Most people use them for drifting. Not much people really use them for drag racing. But it is a 6.5 turn hobby wing motor, and I've had this one for about a year now and haven't really had any problems. It has stood the test of time because, as I said, it's over a year. Always beating on it, always doing pulls, everything. Ran 3S, 2S, all of the above. And it's still here with me today, so I guess I can give it some credit to say it's a very durable, reliable motor. Motor overall, when it comes down to the cost, we're looking at around 65 Canadian dollars for the motor only. Let me go ahead here and take off the body so I can give you guys a full walkthrough. And actually, let me just add the body as well. The body is, including paint and stuff, we're talking about $70 the most. So the body for the car is around $40 to $45, and then the paint is around $50. So, you know, roughly after tax, worst case scenario, we're talking about $80. Nothing more than that. And then let's go further back now to the battery. A regular 2S battery, you can expect that to run you around $60, $50, $80 worst case scenario. So most of these things like motor and battery, the price range will basically be the same, but it can vary again, because if you're running 3S is more expensive than 2S depending on the size, the milliamp, the burst, all that stuff. That's different. So motor and battery is roughly around $65, roughly $80. Body the same thing. But the real brain of the car, or you could say the computer, the setup that actually makes the car work, function and performs, is the ESC. Now the price in ESC can vary, because I have another 60 amp ESC here. Let me see if I can find it, where that's basically it's very reasonable, and it will run you, oh no, that's 120 amp. It will also run you like $70, and all the prices that I'm quoting, guys, they're in Canadian. Can't really seem to find an AC now, but it's basically the same AC that's going to be running in this car that I'll be adding to the giveaway. Those are around 60 bucks, but this one right here, I can't quote you guys the actual price because I can't really find it, because normally they come as a combo with the motor. But if you can actually manage to pick up this AC by itself, it will run you around $180 to around $200. Yep, this is the guy right here will run you that amount of money. And you want to make sure that you're running a good combo so everything can perform properly. I'm currently running the Mamba X with the Hobbywing 6.5. So far the combination is not bad, but overall I find it ideal to run the same brand motor with the same brand AC. So yeah, I definitely recommend that. Then over here we have our servo, which is another key component of the car, because that is what's gonna turn the wheels and get the car going straight, all that stuff. Now these are also, the price for these vary. A regular budget servo can run you around $40, $45 after tax. But if you're actually talking about a real sturdy fast servo, we're talking about $80, $70, sometimes $100 depending on the grade servo that you want. Same thing with motors. The lower you go in turn is the more expensive it gets. So now going down from a 5 turn to 4.5 to 3.5 to 2.5, we're now talking about around 150 to, yeah, I would say 150, 160 worst case scenario, and that's before tax. So if you have been doing the math since I've been talking, we have basically surpassed the 200, 300 mark for most of what I'm telling you about. Tires here are not too bad. I found these tires on rcmark.com. These are actually budget friendly. They're $15. The only thing and issue that I have with them is that when it comes on to customizing it to work with the 110 scale chassis, it is some form of headache, because as I've said before, you have to, you could say, fill in the hex section so you can match it with the current size hex that you're running on the car, because I think it comes naturally with a 15 millimeter size. So what I do is I add these here to kind of, so we can get the camera to focus. Yes, I add those there to fill in some of that space so it can basically come down to a 12, because these 110 scale chassis, to my knowledge, are the one that I have. It does run a 12 millimeter hex. So these tires are $15, and I can't really give you a price, or I don't really want to give you a price on the ones back here, because the ones back here are quite expensive because this is custom. And what I did is that I don't know if you guys know the RC cars that come as the donks, the one that you can use the hydraulics to lift them up and down. The rubber is from those tires and the rim is from an RC airplane. So what I did is use the RC airplane rims and put them on top of or mesh them with the tires from the RC donks. So that whole combination right there, guys, you're looking at around $100 to build these tires, as small as they are. So do your research and you guys will definitely know what I'm talking about. So altogether, guys, this car has ran me, and I haven't even included the remote with the receiver. So it's a bit dusty right now, guys, but you know, I've really been around to really clean things up. Just trying to make a quick vlog before I get to do what I need to do. But yeah, even including the remote is $120. So I don't really have a calculator here with me, guys, but you know, if you're doing the maths in your head or with your calculator as I'm talking, you'd realize that this build has basically gone up to around $400, $500, and that's even minus the chassis. The chassis cost me $200. It's a little bit more expensive on eBay and those places, but naturally it should cost you $200 if you're trying to buy it brand new, or $250, somewhere there about. So there you go. If you want to build a RC car, especially drag spec, there you go. You're talking about $500 roughly to get that thing going. I choose to keep it at a budget, but I'll be stepping out of the budget side of things soon when I go ahead and, you know, finally upgrade to the 5-turn. But right now, as we're sitting, this is basically a $500 build. And yeah, this one over here, which is a giveaway car, it might not run that much money because it's a little bit of a smaller scale, but it can actually get pretty pricey too, depending on speed and all the things that you're looking for. And if the price does go up, especially if you're trying to go fast, that's for sure. If you're just building a regular car and trying to do scale stuff, might not be so expensive, especially if you're staying brushed and not brushless. Well, yeah, that's what it is, guys. So like, share and subscribe and stay tuned. If you want to take part in the giveaway, you know what to do. Just do the do and you'll be entered. And stay tuned for more, guys.